Hey everyone, welcome to this new series on user interface in Unity 2D. Today I'm going to just quickly cover some points about what is the user interface, what is it, what are we going to learn in this series, and just so you've got an idea of what we're going to cover. So what is user interface? UI stands for user interface, that is what it stands for, but there is a difference. There is UI and there is GUI. Now, as for Unity, we're going to be referring to GUI as UI. So in this series, we're covering UI/GUI. Now, GUI is graphical user interface. So it's the visual interface between a computer and a human. User interface can cover more than just graphics. It can be input and output devices, things like that. So it's a bit more broad, whereas GUI is specific to what we are doing, playing around with graphics to provide a graphical interface for humans to interact with the computer. GUI itself can come in many forms, being windows, icons, menus, buttons, panels. There's so many different forms that GUI can come in, just text. So with that in mind, what are we actually going to learn? Well, in this series we are going to cover the following fundamental objects, I'm going to call them in Unity 2D. Technically they're objects, most of them, but I'm not going to get into that. So we're going to cover the canvas, we're going to talk about what a canvas is, how do we change the properties of it, how do we customize it. We're going to talk about the event system, what does it do, what role does it play. We're going to cover images and raw images, what are they, how do we customize them, what's the difference. We're going to look at text, and we're going to look at Text Mesh Pro text. Now, these might sound really similar, but we're going to look at the difference between Text Mesh Pro and normal text. How do we use Text Mesh Pro? What are its benefits? We'll cover panels as well, and then basically all the scroll view properties such as toggles, sliders, scroll bars. We've also got scroll views in general. So we'll have a look at scroll views, which is basically all of those put together to make a panel, and then you can scroll it. We're looking at buttons. So what is a button? How do we assign events to buttons, be it script or other methods? We're going to look at drop downs. So like selection boxes, like you click a thing, it would bring a drop down menu. You can select different items. Look at input fields and how can we actually get the input, get the text from the input field and do anything with it. And we'll look at finally scroll rects, which are basically everything. Scroll view, the lot, all in one. And then we can have a nice panel with a list of items which we can scroll through. And that is what we're going to cover in this series. I just wanted to quickly go over all of this so everyone knows what's coming up. So I'll see you in the next video, the first proper one, where we're going to have a little look at canvases. So, thanks for watching everyone, I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.